Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dakota. So we are currently right now. I had all came of planted some fields. So right now we are going to work on getting them rolled. We still have one more field to plant. Um, so we still need to plant field 40. Field 40. See you guys. So we have, uh, as you know, we have two fields here that we planted corn in. This one, which is I guess you could call it a mega field. So these three fields I had combined it all into one field. Our grass field, we got it cut and tilled up. All we have to do now is get it put in rows. This field's got sunflowers in it, and we still have one more field that we have to have planted. So we did sunflowers here. We put sorghum in this one. I guess we could do soybeans in this one. So let's get cracking. I may actually have to. May end up having to sell the um, case planters that I have because some reason they are bugging out or messing up. When I was planting, it wasn't wanting to put down the fertilizer in the last field that I was planting. Need to figure out where my trucks are at. Okay. So this field should all be tilled up. It turned into hay. So we have to run to our store and pick the road maker, pick it up. But we're gonna have to get our truck and move that one trailer so that way we can refuel the tractors. So I'm gonna just park this in here for now. Just so it's up and out of the way. Alright. We go to the garage and grab one of our trucks. So hopefully everybody is staying warm. I know it's been a cold one the past couple days. Okay, so we're missing two of our trucks. We didn't leave them. I think the two trailers that we have, I think I may end up putting in in this garage here. I'm gonna have to go through all my stuff because there's one truck there. So I had actually fast forward time into April so that way we could do some planting. Because we were stuck in the month of January, or February, I mean. And there was nothing that I could do. This one's empty. If I can get out of the tree so I can see what I'm doing, would be great. Alright, there's that truck. We got one more we're missing. Who in the world is... Pretty sure I had 4 trucks. Maybe we only have 3. Well, okay. Still cycling through all the vehicles again. So I'll just grab this one here. Dang it. I do not like when I hit the wrong button. It gets really aggravating. Let's get the trailer moved out of the way. I've been slacking on not putting stuff away when I was done with it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a trailer. We're gonna put it in that one garage that we have. know there's another trailer that we need to move, but I think it's in a spot we don't need to. I don't think we'll need our trucks for a while. All right. So we're going to gather up our 2 quad tracks, get them fueled up. All right. So I think we're going to tackle the smaller fields first, and then we'll put the 2 quad tracks on the bigger field. But next time we get the when we get these fields harvested, we need to get ready to pull the stones out of them next time. So let's go ahead and get this guy to all this field. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Jump into our next one. Maybe. But the only 2 big planters that we have are that I have downloaded are the case case planters, and then the bigger John Deere planters. But when I first bought them, I did notice the lawn planter was looking a little weird. I should have went ahead and got rid of it then, but I didn't. Quit. But this one actually used a lot of fuel doing planting the other field. Because we had our big steeder that we were pulling, and the big field that we have on the one end is a big massive hill. So it was struggling on pulling up the hill. that done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Alright, so we're gonna click thing up here, connect course, generate course. Start job. How? Sorry about that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get our one of our smaller tractors. I guess this one here. It's just sitting here. Put it inside this one so that way the seed don't get wet. Catch if it rains. Alright, I'm gonna run up to the store and go ahead and get the thing. So we get that hay into rows, and then we can get that field done. And if we got time, then we're gonna start planting the other field. What are you wanting for? Quit wanting. Hold on a minute, gotta be right back. Alright, we are back. I don't know why my dogs think I started them. They eat plenty. Time they want to eat, they're a pest. Alright. So get this hay done. Yeah, there wasn't even very many contracts to do in the winter months either. I just tried to make sure the cow stayed fed. Yeah, I was watching Permacop's live video on when they had went to the farm. So they're one they normally go to every year. Hey, one thing, they're a hoot. Let's get this guy set up. I have to make sure he's up and down. Center. I don't know. Automatic, I guess. Okay, so far so good. I will get the smaller field here walled. And then we'll set both of them over on the big field. I think next season we'll go ahead and turn the other field into one. We'll just see how things work out. He's doing good. Do 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 do. I don't know. I set these up. I try and set them up so where they do the outside of the field before they, um, so that way they don't get stuck in the trees. I do not like when they do that because they constantly say the blocked by an item when it was their fault. Alright. I'm trying to think. We actually need to get into our sprayer. I think it's in the other building. Just want to make sure our stuff is good and fertilized. Now the next series that we do, I'm going to end up using John Deere. Make sure this is filled up before we get started. Today to see the field is not in good shape. Lots of information is wrong. Alright, let's check the information on this. It's saying nutrients is bad, but it's not letting me throw anything down. Oh, this isn't making a whole lot of sense. Saying nutrients is bad, but it's not wanting to put down any fertilizer. Excuse me. Well, can't have this. Did not want to put it down anywhere. I've never had that problem. Alright, let's see. Seems like I'm wasting money doing this. Okay, well. Okay, folks, I've never had this problem before. Wonder if anybody else has had this problem, at least on this map. Well, let's go on to this field and see what happens. Okay, it's going down on this one. Well, this is one field that we do need to plant. What up, Major? Welcome in, bud. Yeah, we just got most of our fields planted. We're trying to get fertilizer put down. Um, Two of the fields in front of us are not taking fertilizer. Why, I do not know. How much snow did you end up getting? None? Oh, you got lucky. Where I'm at, we end up getting, say probably like 14 to 18 inches of snow. I don't know if I want to plant this field yet or not. I do. Oh, man. I think we'll do that next episode. It looks like this guy done. You're lucky. You must be in Florida or something. Luna, stop. Yeah, you can say thank God for that. Yeah, I was trying to lay down for at least a couple hours, but I get ready for work. Oh, okay. I say you got lucky. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, it sounds like I need to move where you're at. I don't really mind the snow. I can't stand the cold weather. Um, dang it. Alright, I'll see if we can do this without any interruptions. Oh, you know what I'm doing. But off camera, I went ahead and got some extra storage for the milk and some extra storage for the slurry. So I'm going to try to attempt and use slurry and possibly the manure for the fertilizing the fields, so we don't have to worry about spending money all the time. Actually, close that door. It don't need to be open. I think actually all of our tractors are in use. Nope, got one over here. Yeah, we got so much snow it took me like probably 2 or 3 hours to dig my car out. That's how bad it was buried. And I end up parking on the street, so. Oh, that's a good thing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and gather up uh, some of this hay. And then we'll end up doing, probably baling the rest of it. So I'm gonna gather up some hay and put it in there next to the straw. Yes, it does fill up pretty quick. All right. Um, Eventually, I'll actually find out or find whoever gets money and go ahead and find another game to buy. So it's not a simulator game. I would actually like to get Destiny back on my PC. I can play that. Right now it's on my PlayStation. Make sure I'm backed up all the way. I don't want to turn that way. I don't want to turn that way. Dude, come on. Trying to pile it up as much as I can. I appreciate you coming in, bud. I was wondering if I was going to get anybody in. I do try to do it, what's the word I'm looking at? Um, consistent. I try to be consistent with doing the streaming, but um, there for a while I couldn't figure out what the best time was to stream. But I found, I guess, the best time to do it was just in the afternoon. What do I want to do with this? I think I got a stand over here. I can see if it'll take it. I think it will. Yep. I'm gonna try and keep as much straw and hay and stuff as much as possible, for the cows. I think eventually we're gonna actually do another farm build and put down some chickens and maybe some pigs. Yeah, I guess that is the way to look at it. Sad to say, but huh, you definitely got a good point there. That's where it is at any time. Sometimes if people you don't want to hang around, they do hang around. I mean, I know that sounds mean, but that's just how it works out. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night. But as far as I know, some of the guys made it in at work, from the way I understand. There were some guys that didn't, but I don't think even our trucks had went out. So there's gonna probably be one night there ain't gonna be much going. But I had actually ended up with happened last night. I had off. Yeah. Yeah, there for a little bit when I was on, before I had even heard about Twitch. Um, I was streaming a lot on YouTube, and I wouldn't get no takers. Um, there are a few times I ended up getting like uh, some of my subscribers that I watch and talk with. They would end up in my stream and encourage me on. Don't quit. Whatever you do, just keep on going. Keep your head up and all that. And then it's like, they would pop in maybe once in a while. I'm like, really? It's like I'm in your stream like every single time you go live. I'm always, commenting. I'm always hitting that like button. And it's like, you can't do the same thing for me. That doesn't make no sense. But I actually ended up going on Twitch, and it seemed like when I was first on Twitch, it was like I was constantly getting people in, I was getting followers. Um, I think I got more followers on Twitch than I do on YouTube. But I had even have a couple guys at work that are uh, my subscribers, but they're always telling me, "Well, you gotta text me and tell me that you're live." I'm like, "Why should I text you and tell you I'm live? If you got the notifications on, then you should know." I shouldn't have to call you or text you like, "Hey, watch me, I'm live." You know. All right, so I'm guessing that's full, 'cause I'm not getting a trigger. I guess it's full, so no, it won't take it. Yeah, no. Alright, I think I'm gonna actually sell this load because I need to start making some money. But I think next season on the map, I think when we start making some money, we're gonna go ahead and spend some money and um make a animal farm, or just add it to the farm that we already have. See how much we make for this load. Huh, 5,000? Huh? I guess that ain't bad. Better than nothing. Alright, let's get back there. I guess we'll end up bailing the rest of it. Like I said, we need to try to keep as much as we can so that way we can keep the cows fed. I usually always end up getting the cow barn that's got the feeding robot. And then I don't normally have to worry about doing the mix. But the cow barn that I have holds the most cows. The cow barn I got and the way that I had done the pasture, I can get 340 cows. But the base game one I think holds like 200 some cows. I could have actually made the pasture bigger, but it's fine. Alright, so I guess we're going to put this up. And then get ready to bale the rest. Make sure the tractor up. Luna, stop barking. Alright. Yep, in the meantime, I'm gonna eventually have to figure out if I want to lose some of the grass field or if I should buy another reasonable um field and put farm on that one. Alright, but I'm gonna have to get off here soon. I gotta start getting ready for work. Doctor don't want to stay straight. Alright, after this row, I'm gonna go ahead and call it up there. I'll leave the thing going so he can finish. Then we'll get back on. We'll finish baling up the hay. Alright. Gonna shut this down. Alright, folks. That's gonna be it for today. Next time we get on, we're get our other field over here. Make sure we get this field rolled. Think we got this one to roll yet. Actually, that one should be already done. Everything there is looking good. But we'll get our big field, what in the world? And we'll just make sure all of our fields are rolled up and ready to go. Until next time, guys, I appreciate watching and tuning in. I hope that everybody, stay safe and warm out there, and I will see you guys next time.